Well, that's it, guys. As 2015 comes to a close, I once again get to tell you guys my top favorite films I enjoyed this year. Yay! And I also get to tell you about my top 10 worst films I watched this year. Yay! Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kolton, and like I said before, today I'm here to tell you guys my top 10 best and worst films of 2015. Now keep in mind, these are my top 10 best and worst. I did not take this from any website about the top 10 or top worst films of 2015. These are my personal opinion, so please, if you like, please share your personal top 10 best and worst in the comments below. But in the meantime, I'm going to tell you guys the top 10 films I thought they were amazing, and the top 10 worst films I just didn't like at all, period, this year. So anyway, let's get into it. Number 10 of the best film I've seen this year is The Hateful Eight. Quentin Tarantino has once again, he's done it again. This movie was 3 hours long, and the way he did the film was amazing. The entire film was pretty much a whole bunch of guys just sitting down and having conversations. And the conversations are just so gripping. It's like you were so entertained and interested in these characters. The dialogue was amazing. So if Quentin Tarantino could keep me entertained for 3 hours of just talking, that's why it's number 10 on my top 10. Number 10 of the worst film I saw this year was Inside Out. Now, don't stop before you start hating on me and say, oh my gosh, how dare you say Inside Out's a terrible movie. Now, I didn't say it's a terrible movie. I just said it's a movie I didn't like. Now, find out why I didn't like that. You can go ahead and click the link to the video that I pretty much explain why I didn't like it right here. Anyway, go watch that video and you'll know why I didn't like that film. So anyway, Inside Out, my number 10 of the worst films I've seen this year. Number 9 of the best films I've seen this year, The Revenant. Oh my gosh, Leonardo DiCaprio has once again done it again. If this film does not get him an Oscar, nothing will. This film was filmed in natural locations. There was no studio green screen work here. It was all on sets, cold locations, natural lighting. No artificial lighting was used for this film. It was just amazing the way it was done, and some of the shots in this film was like, how in the world did they get that? That is amazing, and a particular bear scene in this movie just kept me on the edge of my seat. That's why The Revenant is my number 9. Number 9 of the worst films I've seen this year is another anime film, Home. Now, say about Home what you will. I just didn't get into it. I just couldn't get into it. After it was over with, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty much the same feeling I had when I watched the trailer. I regret watching it. In fact, I never really want to see that movie again. The character, O was just, I don't know the word to say it, but maybe it was Rihanna's acting or the aliens acting. I don't know what it is, but there's just some of that movie I just didn't like it at all. So Home, my number 9 for worst film of the year. Number 8 of the best films I've seen this year, The Martian. Oh my gosh, this movie surprised the heck out of me. Matt Damon did an amazing job. This movie is just amazing. A guy is left on Mars and he has to fight, survive, and figure out a way how to live long enough so his team can come back and get him. Man, what he does in this movie is just amazing. It's hilarious, and a survival movie is actually hilarious. That was really surprised me. So anyway, this movie is amazing. If you haven't seen it, go check out The Martian, because The Martian is my number 8 of the best films of this year. Number 8 of the worst film this year, The Minions. Wow. Yeah. This film, disappointing. First 10 minutes, yay! This film's gonna be amazing. After that, oh my gosh. This is why the comedy relief characters should not get their own movie. The Minions are great as the sidekicks and the comedy relief characters, but as their own film, it didn't work. It didn't work. That's why I'm really worried about finding Dory, because I hope it's not gonna go the same way as all these other comedy relief characters when they get their own movie. Hope not. Anyway, Minions, my number 8. Number 7 on one of the best films I've seen this year, and this one came a huge surprise to me. Goosebumps. Now, say what you will about Goosebumps. I read the books when I was younger, and I loved the books, so I was very interested to see how they were going to do the movie. I was very worried about it when I was watching this. I was like, oh, please don't mess up my childhood. Please don't do it. This movie was very well done. It surprised me big time. The way it was done, the way it was filmed, the way it was presented, which is amazing. I was like, wow. Thank you for not ruining my childhood. This movie is actually really good on actually a film standard. This is actually a really good movie. Jack Black is not Jack Black. He's like a completely different character. He did an amazing job. All the actors and actresses did a great job. And bringing in the characters from Goosebumps to life was amazing. That's why Goosebumps is my number 7. Number 7 of the worst films of this year, Pixels. Yeah! So much hype went into this movie. Oh my gosh, a video game movie with Adam Sandler. The video game part was exciting. The Adam Sandler part, not so exciting. Boy, they stupefied video games. One of the original video games. Now, granted, some of the film was actually cool, like the Pac-Man chase and all these other video game sequences when they're trying to destroy the aliens who disguise themselves as video games. Yeah, those are pretty cool, but it's in the between time that's like, no. Kevin James as the President of the United States. Nah. Nah. So, without getting too in depth with it, Pixels, number 7, worst film of the year. Number 6 of the best film this year I've seen, the Peanuts movie. Wow, this one was awesome. The Peanuts movie. Who don't love the Peanuts? Charlie Brown trying to make us something himself, and Lucy always trying to put him down. Linus is always trying to help him out. Oh, Peppermint Patty always trying to flirt with Chuck, Charlie Brown. Marcy always following what Peppermint Patty says. The whole cast here, and Sally having the biggest crush on Linus. It's just a whole lot of fun. I could not stop smiling for this whole movie. Oh, and Snoopy is amazing too. Snoopy has some of the best parts in this film. And it actually looks like the format of the original Peanuts movie. The little details of when they're running, the way they look. It was amazing. I could not stop smiling at this movie because they just did an amazing job with this film. It was perfect. In my opinion, I hope this wins Best Animated Film of the Year for the Oscars. So that's why the Peanuts is my number 6 best movie of the year. Number 6 of the worst movie of the year. Paper Towns. Wow. After watching a really good movie, The Fault of Our Stars, which I thought was just going to be pathetic, and then it turns out to be not that bad at all. Paper Towns. If you've seen the trailer, you pretty much know the whole movie. Why did I watch this? I have no idea. I did. And now I completely regret it. Paper Towns is just one of those movies where watch the trailer, you know the story. You know how it's going to go. You know how everything's going to work out if you watch the trailer. You just know. That's why I was just complete waste of time. So, Paper Towns, my number 6, worst movie of the year. Number 5, best movie of the year is Bridge of Spies. Steven Spielberg has done it again. He made nearly a 2.5-hour movie about conversations about a, what's the word, exchange, a prisoner exchange for 2.5 hours. And this movie had little to no action in it at all, period. And this movie was very entertaining, very entertaining. Once again, Steven Spielberg knows how to drag an audience in and make them interested. I barely knew it was 2.5 hours. In fact, if I would like, I would love to have this movie longer because it was that interesting. So that's why Bridge of Spies is my number 5. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Number 5 of the worst films this year, Vacation. Wow. I need a vacation from this movie because this movie was downright just terrible. Downright terrible. Not funny at all. They said it was supposed to be the comedy of the year, which every comedy says. Wow, this movie was bad. Bad. Not one joke land. Not one. No. The family doesn't act like a family. In fact, if you just put me in the movie, I would think they were like complete strangers to each other. They're like going on a trip. It didn't work. Vacation, number 5. Ugh. Number 4 of the best movie of the year, The Gift. Wow, this was another huge surprise. This movie was amazing. This movie, wow. There's not as much I can say about it without giving anything away if you haven't seen it. But it's pretty much guy, old time friend, leaving gifts for this new couple. Starts doing a little bit more, creeping them out, and then the couple's like stay away, and then things start happening. And wow, this movie is just amazing. The guy who played the gift giver wrote, directed, and acted in this movie. Did an amazing job. Amazing job. That's why The Gift is my number 4. Number 4 of the worst movie of the year, Jupiter Ascending. Wow, this one was disappointing. Big disappointment. Got a lot of hype going in this movie. I was like, oh wow, come on. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. It's going to be the biggest action film of the year. Nope. The acting, the writing, the production value, it looked good. I mean, that's all I can say. But yeah, it's a terrible film. Terrible film. The lead actress, she's pretty much the damsel in distress the whole time. She pretty much never shows she can be her own person and kick butt. Yeah. So really disappointing. So disappointed. Jupiter Ascending, my number 4. Worst film of the year. Number 3 of the best movie of the year, Mad Max Fury Road. Wow, was this movie good. This has to be one of the best chase movies I've ever seen. Some of these shots just look amazing. The way they did it was amazing. And there's little to no dialogue in this movie either. Okay, there was maybe 30 minutes of dialogue in this movie, maybe. But wow, this movie was great. So trust me, if you have not seen this movie, see it. It is an amazing film. That's why Mad Max Fury Road, my number 3. Best movie of the year. Number 3 of the worst movie of the year, Pan. Wow. A lot of hype going in this movie. The beginning story of how Peter Pan became Peter Pan. Wow, this movie was a mess. I didn't buy this movie for the first couple of minutes, and I surely did not buy this movie for the rest of it. This movie was nothing but a little shoehorn story that will probably get a sequel. So, no, this movie was just bad. Really bad. Disappointing. but Pan, my number 3, worst film of the year. Number 2 of the best movie of the year, Jurassic World. Now, say what you want about Jurassic World. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm one of the people who loved it. I thought it was just an amazing film. So much nostalgia feeling going into this movie. It was great. The last act of the film really put that ranking up there for me. Like, wow. This last act was just pure amazement. Pure amazement. Jurassic World was well done. I cannot wait for the sequel to Jurassic World. See where they go with this. So, yes, Jurassic World. Loved it so much. That's why, number 2, best movie of the year. Number 2 of the worst movie of the year, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. Why did I see this movie in theaters? I don't know. I liked the first one somehow. I don't know why I liked the first one. And I thought the second one might be getting good. But after watching the trailers, I still told myself, no, it'll still be funny, it'll still be funny. I should have listened to my gut, because this movie was just pathetic. The best parts of the movie was actually in the trailer. Any other parts in the movie were just stupid, not one joke landed. It was poorly done. No. This movie was awful. Gosh, this movie was awful. Paul Blart, my number 2. Worst movie of the year. And my number 1 best movie of the year, and I think you all know what that is, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Heck yeah, you knew this was going to be my number 1. This film has been the most anticipated movie for the last 10 years, people. So heck yeah, it's going to be number 1. When I went into this movie, I went in open-minded, and I came out overly joyed with this movie because the way it was done was just pure awesomeness. J.J. Abrams did an amazing job. I'm sad he won't be directing the next 2, but hey, we'll see how they do. But anyway, for this film, amazing. I loved it. So much nostalgia in this movie and a new story. The love, the effects, the way it looks, the acting, the writing, the directing, all of it. Pure awesomeness. So, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, my number 1 best movie of the year. And finally, number 1 of the worst films I have seen this year, Fantastic Four, or as they're marketing it on the posters, Fant4stick. Wow, this movie was... Wow, this movie is bad. I mean bad. This is not even a superhero movie. This movie, it doesn't even deserve to be called a movie. This movie was just terrible. This movie was only an hour and a half, okay? Now, spoilers, so who cares? You haven't seen this movie, you probably won't, so whatever. This movie was only an hour and a half, alright? It takes a freaking hour for them to get their powers, right? What happens after an hour to get the powers? Oh, black screen, 1 year later, they do nothing. It takes another 20 minutes for Dr. Doom to show up, and then they kill him in 5 minutes. So basically, the whole movie was nothing but talking, boring science stuff, and not interesting at all. And then there's like 5-7 minutes of action, the whole thing. And on the poster, it showed them actually doing something in a city. That never happens. It's on this deserted planet with no civilians or whatsoever, so no dimension. The whole movie was, oh my gosh, this movie was terrible. Absolutely horrible. Garbage. Terrible. That's why Fant4stick is my number 1 worst film of 2015. Gosh, this was horrible. Well, that's it, guys. That's my top 10 best and worst films of 2015. Wow, we had some great ones this year, and wow, did we have some terrible ones. So anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite films of this year, or some of your worst films that you saw this year. Let me know in the comments below. And that's it for 2015, guys. I'll be sure to see you guys next year in 2016. So, and of course, as always, bringing you guys into the world of entertainment. I'm Kolton. If you like this video, make sure to smack that like button and be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all the good shebang. All my links are in the description below. And of course, as always, if you want to see more, click right here to see more. Happy New Year's, guys, and I'll talk to you guys next year. Today, we're here to talk about the spoilers of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Official spoiler warning. You have been warned if you have not